What's up, you guys? This is Superhero Reactor here, and this is gonna be a long video, guys. What's it called? Animation Rewind has done a video, probably like a couple of days or whatever. I never got a chance to see it, but this one's called Justice League versus the Avengers: Total War, DC versus Marvel, Cartoon Fight Club, episode 130. Yeah, that's a lot of episodes, guys. Come on, Animation Rewind, doing a good job there. But this is one particular one that I want to take a look at it. But afterwards, I'll look at the other videos of what they've done before. So, any case, let's check this out, shall we? And it's gonna be like 30 minutes of the video. So I'm gonna have to probably split it into 3 parts or 4 parts. I don't know, but I'm gonna react to this, and after that, if you see me make a new video, it would be like three videos in one day, probably. So let's get this to it, shall we? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's see what they got in store for us. Booyah! Gotta make sure if my light is on.
The time has finally come. The 130th episode of Cartoon Fight Club is here. I'm your host, Animation Rewind, and I present you the Justice League versus the Avengers. Now, if you don't know how Total Wars work, or if you haven't seen the previous Marvel versus DC fights that led to this war, please check those out first to fully understand what's about to go down. But if you know how Total Wars work and how the game is played, then let's get ready for the fight. For tonight's battle, a good chunk of Team Animation Rewind came together to produce one epic collab animation. This includes the likes of Biorhythmic Studios, Smackaderp, SunGod, Omega Animation, Nivik the Hedgehog, Hyperblue, Alex303, Maniac Mitsudo, FaZe Cole, Natsumi 007, Mega Banzai 16, Sand Warlord X, King Ike 75, and Shell. That was the animators' roll call. Now let's do a team roster roll call. For the Justice League, we have the likes of Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, The Flash, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, and Cyborg. And for the Avengers, we have the likes of Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man, Quicksilver, Hulk, and Miss Marvel, aka Captain Marvel. When it comes to comics, continuity is key, so for DC, we're only sticking to post-crisis, and for Marvel, we're only sticking to Universe 616. Also, this is another important factor: this war will not have prep time. The battle will be a random encounter, and neither team will have knowledge of their opponents. With all this being said, let's introduce Cartoon Fight Club's 130th Round of Fighters. Let's start off with the Justice League, and who better than Superman? Sent as a baby to Earth from the dying planet Krypton, Kal-El was adopted by Martha and Jonathan Kent of Smallville. He soon discovered his abilities are powered by yellow stars. Superman's abilities include extremely powerful super strength, massively faster than light speed, flight, x-ray vision, super hearing, and heat vision, to name a few. His only main weaknesses include kryptonite and magic. Moving on, let's discuss Cyborg. Cyborg, also known as Victor Stone, is a superhero who is half man and half machine. His body was destroyed in a tragic accident, but he was saved through experimental technology. His body parts have been replaced with a large arsenal of high-tech gadgets and weaponry, while constantly providing life support. Cyborg also possesses cybernetic enhancements that provide superhuman strength and durability. He can also interface with computers. Next up is the protector of Gotham City, Batman. Bruce Wayne swore an oath to rid his city of the evil that killed his parents.
There he is in the Gotham game. Nice.
Powers, he is one of the world's smartest men, most skilled fighter, and greatest detective. Some of his abilities include peak human strength, reflexes, endurance, and peak agility. He is so strong and skilled he can bench press 1,000 pounds, mastered all forms of martial arts, and has an assortment of tech and armor at his disposal. Next up is the most well-known Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. He was the first human ever inducted into the Green Lantern Corps, and has been heralded as possibly the greatest Green Lantern of all time. Through willpower, his ring gives him the ability to project energy, fire blast, create force fields, form weapons, phase through objects, turn invisible, and fly. Moving on, let's discuss Barry Allen, also known as the Flash, aka the fastest man alive. Barry Allen is the very source and creator of the Speed Force. He generates it with every step he takes. Flash is so fast he can time travel with his connection to the Speed Force. He can also steal other speeds, and at his fastest, he outran instantaneous travel. Now meet the only lady on the team, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was the first child born on Paradise Island. Diana has the strength of planet Earth granted to her by Demeter. Her signature weapon is the Lasso of Truth. It cannot be broken, snapped, or cut, and it forces others to never tell a lie. Diana's superhuman reflexes enable her to use her wrist gauntlets to deflect many projectiles. And last but not least, we have Martian Manhunter. John Jones is the last living member of his kind, but after awakening from a long hibernation cycle, he met up with the Justice League and formed a second family. The Martian Manhunter has a vast array of shape-shifting and mind-reading abilities that stem from complete control of his molecular structure. He can read and even manipulate his enemies' minds to find out their weaknesses and thoughts. Overall, the Justice League has a wide range of members, from mortal men like Batman to super aliens like Superman. The most powerful members include Superman, Flash, and Martian Manhunter. From DC to Marvel, let's discuss the Avengers, starting up with the mighty Thor. Thor is the Asgardian Prince of Asgard and God of Thunder. Thor possesses physical powers superior to those of normal Asgardian gods. Thor shares a unique bond and affinity with Mjolnir. Mjolnir is a virtually unbreakable hammer enchanted by Odin with various enhancements. Mjolnir is specifically enchanted to prevent it from being wielded by anyone, unless deemed worthy. Next up is Tony Stark. Tony Stark is the owner of Stark Industries and is a weapons master. He has over 40 different types of Iron Man armor, each with different levels of strength, firepower, and durability. His base suit can lift 100 tons, fly at speeds of Mach 20, and has an assortment of anti-tank missiles. His strongest armors include his Hulkbuster and Black Python armor. Up next is Captain America. Steve Rogers was injected with the Super Soldier Serum, making him Captain America. Steve is in peak physical condition for a human. I'm thinking for next Halloween, I'll become mastering both American boxing and judo. His signature weapon is his vibranium shield. This shield is virtually indestructible. Only cosmic level entities such as Thanos or Molecular Man have successfully been able to break his shield. Moving on, meet everyone's favorite hero, Spider-Man. Peter Parker grew up in New York with his Aunt May and Uncle Ben. Tragically, his parents and soon his uncle passed away very early on in his life. During a school field trip, he was bit by a radioactive spider. Thanks to Peter's radioactive he can lift up to 10 tons, run over 200 miles per hour, and has an amazing spider sense. The spider sense allows Spider-Man to detect danger, have enhanced awareness to his surroundings, and allows him to efficiently react and navigate around almost any incoming projectile or environmental hazard. Up next is Quicksilver. Quicksilver was originally capable of running faster than the speed of sound. Over the years, he was written to run faster and faster. Quicksilver has been seen reaching speeds of Mach 10 and is fast enough to dodge lightning from Thor. With his upper body strength, he can lift approximately 1,000 pounds.
Tell me who will win.
With his leg strength, he can press one.
The Flash?
And now meet the lady on the team, Miss Marvel, aka Captain Marvel. Miss Marvel was invited to join the Avengers during Scarlet Witch's leave of absence. Carol Danvers is the original Captain and Miss Marvel. Her powers include enhanced strength, flight, and the ability to shoot fiery energy blasts from her hands. Due to all the the tragedies she's faced, mental anguishes is one of her main weaknesses. And last but not least is the Hulk. The scientist Bruce Banner is the Hulk, who is also the living embodiment of
Did we
rage
mention
and
the Hulk
anger.
already?
Hulk is strong enough to bend and break pure adamantium, crack planets, and is one of Marvel's mightiest heroes. However, Hulk's power is only powered
I thought he was
by
talking
anger.
about the
So
Hulk
if
early
another
on, but
emotion is triggered like love, sorrow, or
wow.
confusion, his power can go down just as fast as it can go up. Overall, the Avengers have been under great training thanks to the likes of Nick Fury, and they are well deserved as Earth's mightiest heroes in their universe. Their most powerful members include Thor and Hulk. And now, let's get ready for the fight.